Hi everyone, welcome back to the Visual Builder Cloud Service online course. So in this lecture, we are going to look at how to create a editable table as per Oracle Jet 8.1. In the previous lecture, I have also showcased how to create editable table, but it was a as per the old Jet version. Now the approach has been changed in the Oracle Jet. So this lecture will focus on the Oracle Jet 8.1 plus so that I can show you the capability of the new version. So let's get started and we'll share. So for this, I'm going to create a new application, editable table new, and then I will create use this empty application and then finish. So I will create a business object first here like employee and then click on a create button. Quickly I will create few fields and then will insert some data as well here. Go to the field section and then new, first name, last name, and then age, that will be a number field, and then email address, that will be a email field. Okay. So I have created 4 fields in this particular business object, and then I will load some data here. I will just quickly add 2 rows here. 24 at example.com, then Ankur, and then Jim. I will click on a add row. Then I will add another row here, 33 ABC at google.com, Nitin Kapoor. Okay, and then add row. That's it. Now just go back and let's try to create a new application, editable table web app, and then click on a create button. Okay, so I wanted to create a table here which you can use to update the data inline. Okay, and I will populate this table with the array data provider. I will not use the SDP service data provider here. For this, I'm going to create a variable here. Go to the variable section and then click on the types, and I will use from endpoint. Expand this business objects, let it be loaded, and then employee, and make sure you are using this get call. Next, you can change the name here, and then I will take the required field and then last name and then finish. Go to the variables tab and click on a variable, and here I'll say employee ADP, and here I will select the array data provider and then click on a create button. So this employee ADP has been created. This is the array data provider. Go down and I will select the item type, and then item type will be like get employee, which we have created here, right? Now I need to choose the key attribute, and the key attribute is the ID field. Okay, so my ADP is ready. Now I need to load this ADP when the page will enter, when the page will be loaded. So for this, I will go to the event section and will use this event listener, and here I will use this VB enter, which will be dispelled after page score variable have been initialized. So just click on this and then select. This next screen will give me the option to create a chain. You can create a chain on a page scope, flow scope, or application action chain. I am going to create a page action, and here load data and then select. Okay. Now here my action chain has been created with load data. Just open this, click on this, and here this is the chain, action chain, and here I am going to call the rest endpoint of the business object, which will get the data from my business object. For this I will use this employee and then select. Okay. Now I will use the assign activity in order to assign the data to the ADP. So just assign, and here call rest endpoint 1 and then body, and then this is the items, and then put this items to the ADP. Okay, and then save. Now the ADP will be loaded once the page will be loaded. Okay, so just go back to the page designer, let the page to be loaded. Now here I will search the table component and then drop onto my page. Let it be. Okay, now the page, now the table has been dropped on the table. Just go to the data section and under this data select the ADP, right, which you have created. So once you choose this ADP, you just simply click on this added columns, and this will give you all the columns which is under the ADP, and you can select it from here like ID, first name, last name, email address, and then age, right? Just refresh it or just switch to the live mode. Just preview it. Maybe it's some problem. This is the reason it is showing duplicate data. You can preview. Okay. Now here you can see the data has been loaded. Now I wanted to make this table editable, right? So that I can make the updation inline. For this, go back to the designer. So what I will do is just I will search the input text and will drop the input text over the each and every column. So first I will go to the code and will show you this is the table looks like. The code looks like this. Okay. Go to the design mode and just insert the input text here, right? If you go to the code section, here you can see the template will be generated for this particular field for on which you have just dropped the input text. Similarly, if you just put the input text on the last name and here on the number field, on the age, and then email on the email address. Okay, that's it. If you go to the code section, here you can see the 4 templates had been generated, right? Now go to the design mode. Now just select this table, go to the all, and here you need to make this edit mode as a row edit so that I can make a operation. If you again click on a preview, you can see your table will be in edit mode now. Here you can say, you can double click. Okay, you are not able to type it. It is because the input text which you have dropped are in the read mode only. So for this, you have to remove the read only. Okay, you can remove the read only so that you can make some updation. If you go here, read only, similarly you can change here as well. Okay, now you will be able to make a updation inline, but the changes will not be saved. Okay, here you can see you are able to make the changes now. But here you can see the changes which you made had been destroyed. So I will make other configuration here. Now what I'm going to do, just go to the design mode, go to the variable section, and then create a variable here like current row, and it will be the type of my get employee, and then click on a create. So this get employee is this the type which we have created earlier. Okay, now go to the designer mode and then select this table, go to the events and just click on this new event. So here we have two events, one is OJ before row edit and OJ before row edit end. So first I will use this OJ before row edit. Just click on this and here you can see one chain has been created of the row edit chain. So I will use this assign and then click on a assign. Here you can see the row data, row index, and then row key. I will assign this row data to the current row. The current row is the variable which we have created just before this step. Okay, so that all the row data which you are trying to update inline will be copied in the current row and then save. Okay. Similarly, we have another event on the table. Just click on the new event and then OJ before row edit end. So here just use a component filter data provider event, fire data provider event to update. Sorry, you need to copy here. Okay. Now you need to select the ADP which is binded with your table. Just select this and then here you need to use this mutuate and then update and not mapped. Click on this not mapped against the update. Okay, so here what you need to do, here you can see the data keys indexes. So what you need to do, you need to map this current row right to the data and then row key to the keys so that the updated data can be updated into the ADP, right? And then save. Okay, go back to the designer and now go to the code section. Now here I need to use coding here, like I'll use the OJ bind if. Okay, test if my current dot mode equals to navigation. Navigation. Okay, then here I will put the bind text. Okay, and then value will be my current data. Okay, and if OJ hyphen bind if test equals to, similarly I will copy this expression, and here I will say if it is in the edit mode. Okay, then okay, how it will be. So here what I have done, I am making a if condition here. If my mode is only navigation, then show this bind text. Okay, if it is in the edit mode, then show the input text. Now switch it over here. So here you can see everything. What happened? Okay, maybe something wrong here. Okay, so the problem was that I just made double equals, right? Go to the live mode, and here you can just see this. Let me just again go to the preview mode. Here you can see this is in the editable mode. This is also in editable mode, and this is also in editable mode. So this will only come once you will double click on the row, then only it will come in the editable mode, right? So but by default last name, age name showing in the editable mode because we have not given the if condition there. So let's try to replicate the if condition there as well. So just copy this, the whole, and then paste it here. Okay. Okay. Now again, go to the preview mode. Now you can see. Now everything will come in the editable mode only once you will double click on a particular row. Otherwise, it will show in the read form only. Here you can see. Now just double click and you can see this has been converted into the number. This has been converted into the number, right? Which means it is in the editable mode. Now you can update it. But once you come out from the row, the data which you have updated has been destroyed. For this, you just need to use this input text, right? The first name, go to the data section and then replace this with the current row first name. Similarly, input text, this is the last name template, replace this with the current last name. Okay. Similarly for the age as well. Right. And then for this email address also. Okay, now again just go to the preview and see. Okay, now just try to update it and just simply click, and here you can see the data is showing as a updated. Now you need to update the data into the business object. As of now it is just showing here. For this, go back to the designer, and here I'll just make a button and just change the caption, save, right? And then generate a event here. The event will be a OJ action. Okay. So for this, I will loop over the ADP which I have assigned. So this is my employee ADP. I will loop over the ADP and will update. and then here I will call my rest endpoint, this call rest endpoint, okay, under this here. And then I will call the rest endpoint business object, and then this is the patch. Select. Now I need to pass the employee ID as a path parameter. So for this, I will use this employee ADP, and then I will use the ID, but it should be the current employee ID, right? So for this, I will use current dot index, so which will give the current ID from the for loop. Similarly, I need to give the body here also. For this, again, I will use this, and then under body just puts this, and then you need to give current dot index. So it will update the data. And here, once the for loop will be finished, you can show a notification that the records has been updated. Records has been updated, and you can make this as a info, and then it should be a transient, and then just preview. Now on the save button, the records will be updated. Ankur update Jan Gupta, you can say 30, okay, and then you can make a update here as well, Gupta, okay, and now save. Here you can see records has been updated. Go back here, go to the employee, and here you can see the Ankur update Gupta 30, and then Nitin Gupta has been updated. So this is how you can make editable table as per the Jet new Jet component 8.1 plus. So here you can see my Jet version, you can see the about, and you can see I am using 18.4 and Jet version is 8.13. Make sure you are using the same version, you are using the 8.1 to use this approach. Guys, if you have any question, let me know. Thanks. Bye bye.